Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my online broadcast of this seal engraving art. Today, I'm continued to do another seal for the same artist we did last night in Arizona. His name is Forrest Sherman. We did the name seal as Pine Forest yesterday, if you have seen that. And today I'm going to do another seal, which is Yingshan. I'll translate later. Ningjing. Okay, some of you may ask if this is traditional or simplified Chinese. This is simplified, however. The simplified rule is not necessarily modern, but it's going back actually to the earliest form of this character. The so-called traditional is like that. You can see for this same character, Serenity, this is the same. And mountain is the same in both traditional and simplified. Oh, I'm sorry, I got confused. This is the character which makes the difference. Sorry about that. This is Serenity. Because in Google, you may translate Serenity mountain and clouds. So actually in Chinese it's mountain cloud, clouds mountain in Serenity. Anyway, so the clouds now may look like this in traditional. Okay, and the mountain and the Serenity. Okay, let me write this down again. And this is the same. Actually, not the same. A little different. This here got more strokes. Quiet or motionless. This means this as a compound. It means serenity, but individually it could mean calm or peaceful, quiet, motionless or restful. So restful, peaceful, that's calm or the same. Okay, so if you trace back to the classic Chinese, antiquity, this is like the bronze style and similar to Arakamon's script, which is the earliest. If you go to the website, I give a link in the video description, the Chinese etymology.org, and then put in these words, and you will see the evolution of the characters. You can click on the link, it will show you in the video description to go to this four different characters with the variation of form or evolution over time. So with this design, I used a combination of pictographic characters as in antiquity, for the clouds and mountain. And I used the Han script for quiet or serenity or peaceful, restful. Okay. if you don't read Chinese, you might easily make mistakes. But since I studied the ancient script, so for this character, I know it's derived from this heart, or so it has to do with a roof, like this is the roof, and heart with a kind of container with high raised foot, something like that. Or without that, you can also just write that. So this bottom looks like this bottom part looks like a moon, but it's not. Actually, it's this, but it has some kind of chipping. So these are not strokes. I can omit that, still read. So because I used some ancient or classic masterpiece as reference. So there might be some accident, in the rubbing, or like a broken, seal, that kind of thing. So if you don't read Chinese, it's easy to make mistakes. And this character here is a plant, kind of green plant. That this is the plant. It has like a sprouts. And this is more like a theoretical, like a wheel. This is the original meaning of the green plant, and this part is like two hands, something like that. Anyway, so if you read the original pictograph, it's easier to understand the later evolution. So that's why so few artists are qualified to do this. Because I happen to be an archaeologist in my early academic career. So for me, it's both my hobby and my training. I learned all this ancient script in my archaeology study. So I'm going to transfer this design to the stone. With this special process. I use just a computer printout, but it's laser jet, or you can use a Xerox machine to do this carbon cut, with carbon ink. And then I use a liquid. It's called acetone remover, or nail polish remover. It's pure acetone without any other thing. Okay, just pour a little bit over this on the back of the stone. I mean this paper, and it will release the ink. When you press it, it will transfer it to the stone, as if you have made an imprint. The best thing is you don't have to do mirror image. Oops. It's not dark enough, but it's okay because I can always use this reference. So this part is a little bit blurry, but this is okay. If I like, I can use a marker pen to enhance it. Oops. Sorry. I just want to dark the margin. So I can see my cut better. If it didn't work, I'll just erase it and redo it. Mm-hmm. Let me just erase it. I think it's too much. As you can see, if you try to draw the mirror image, just too much trouble. So I'd rather erase it and redo this. Okay. Let me take another input transfer. Okay. Maybe I should clean that powder a little bit. Thank Jessica for comments. Okay, seal engraving art actually is very influential in Chinese art history to other sister art like calligraphy and painting. Artists who does brush painting always do their own seals. Okay. Oops. Evaporate too fast. This is kind of big. Let me use. Oops. I may have passed that good time. Maybe too dry. Let's see. Oh, it worked out fine. Okay. You know, sometimes if it's too late, the ink goes back to the paper. If it's right, you just make it very crispy. So, lucky. Maybe pull all this away. I'm going to put this on this clamp again, just for easier focus. Because when I turn the stone, it might go off the camera. Otherwise, let's see if okay, no space. My rocket is because this is rough and not even, so I use a felt to coat it. But this also creates some problem. It's slippery. We have another clamp which is designed for this kind of stone, but it's not a real kind of. So this is easier to keep it centered. Anyway, so this is stone is called tianhuang, or yellow field, which is a very precious stone. But there are different grades. This one is relatively cheap because they are not found on the mountain uphill, but downhill in the paddy, rice paddy. So it's kind of soft with this kind of powdery texture. Just a little bit narrow, so it's not very too much my character size. So I'll still honor that kind of irregular shape. That's about it. And then you can chip a little bit the edge, just make it natural so it don't look brand new, and you can round up the corners like that. Alright, I'm going to do this in a single cut style, if I can do that. See, so it's like single stroke. Single stroke. It looks easy, but it's very, just like painting, you know, you paint with the knife. On a very sensitive stone. It's like a raw paper we used to paint. It's smeary kind of paper. Not very... Oh, oops, see? This is what happens last time. Let me see. It might work. Let me finish it and see how it looks. Because it just chip. If you use laser cover, it will explode, I think. But I like it. It's kind of a happy accident. That's it. We just finish as a experiment. See what happens. I'll have to adjust to this, so I make all the other strokes look more expressive, maybe. So I feel more free actually with this kind of aesthetic. So I'm just doing the board as bold as I can, just make it look like the Xie or expressionistic style. And I made this mountain not symmetrical, so it's not in the middle. This stroke, that kind of balance that now it's even more important, I think. And we can make this part a little chippy, just to further balance that large chip. Let's see. Now we're going to do this calm or peaceful character. Okay, this is, by the way, is the last stone of this kind. They are not available anymore. My brother says he collected some. He might pass it to me in the future, but this moment we don't have any airlines open to China. You know, he's scheduled to come in May, but I don't think he can make it. So we don't have this stone at this time on our website. If you want it, just wait. Maybe we have a few more, but as far as the source is concerned, they're out of stock. So we don't have any this kind of stone. It's a beautiful stone, but it's kind of challenge to do. As you can see, in both cases, I had this kind of unexpected chipping. And we worked out yesterday very nicely. I wish this would also work. To avoid chipping, I can use this cutting technique instead of pushing. You just cut to reduce the impact. I want some chipping. That's kind of designed, but it didn't happen. Let me just leave it. Okay. Now the last character. It's very important to keep all the dashes parallel to each other or leveled. But you can vary the thickness and sometimes the distance between them. Okay. The single cut style is based on the Han Dynasty military general seals, because in the wartime, they always do this in a hurry. They don't have time to cast the bronze on the with molds, molds. So they just cut it with like this on the bronze. So it's chiseled stone. I mean chiseled bronze, not casted look. So it has a lot of sharp trace of the cutting tool on it. So I try to simulate that kind of effect. The Han military general seal, kind of 将军章 military general style. So they got the appointment, they have to carve a seal, office seal. They just do it on the same day or instantly. So this kind of, it's single cut, not very smooth, but it's very artistic. I think it has a practical needs, but also artistic appearing. And some chipping is needed there. I just fake it. That breaks the equal shape into some interesting shape. And this line is thicker than the other for some reason. That kind of anchor it. We also want to make it restful, so that has to do with symmetrical and parallel lines, equal width, that kind of feel. You see, between round and the square, the corners, I mean, it's not completely straight, not completely round. It's between square and round. Anyway, I may have to redo this, but just finishing this as practice, I it might work. If we just concentrate on other part, if you have some accident, just leave it and make sure you make good results on the other part of the painting or piece, whatever you're working on. That's the only way you can control. Don't try to make up immediately. You make up with, work around it, not directly. You make adjustment to other, maybe make it all the characters broader. That's another way to balance the overall design. And if you read the character, this is one stroke that continues here, so that's the kind of difficult part. If you don't read, you may make a very completely different stroke. Okay, that's the kind of middle finger of the hand that goes down with the wrist here. Okay, I'm going to make all the strokes a little thicker. We have a phrase, actually the Japanese, in seal engraving or other art like pottery making, called wabi sabi, which means imperfect beauty, incomplete imperfect beauty. Wabi sabi. Have you heard of that? So this is, if this one works, it will be a wabi sabi seal. And I had this kind of seal for Zen school students in LA before, and they initially don't accept this kind of chipping, but after a while, you just have to count the unexpected moments. It just make it unique. Each one is unique. Cannot reproduce, because in the past, what we do after we finish a piece, we'll just knock out some edges like that, not deliberately doing any plan, so, or just shake it in a box full of stones, let it collide into each other and make this kind of chipping. So yeah, it's interesting, right? Okay. Well, we try to have this. Let me see. This is the have some balance with that top. We have a very serene, very neat bottom. Okay, let's do a first initial imprint. Okay, let me dust it off. I'll just rinse it. Hold on. Okay, let me dry it with a paper towel. I don't want to have any water remaining on the seal because the paste we use is oil-based. Yeah, you can dry it with. Okay. It will be interesting to see what it look like. I have no idea. No idea. Okay. Let's use this old seal paste because there are some, debris in the seal may get into the paste. I don't mind with this old pad. Yeah. Alright, this is the first input. Large cloud. Let me see if Forrest is there. And what do you think about it? We just had unexpected chipping, but I think it's still readable. If you like, we can keep it. Otherwise, we can redo it. We have to redo it if you don't like it. Okay, but let me finish by some fine tuning so you can see this. I can make this cloud a little complete here, so it's still readable. This with this round kind of head, the front of the card. I make this a little rounder. And just make the mountain a little in a triangle. Oh, it's a thicker. This. I want to enhance that pillar of the roof. Make it straight. And the rooftop a little clear with the ridge. I want that edge a little softer. Okay, this is straightened. You want it parallel. Okay. Okay, I'm going to make a heavier imprint, cleaner imprint, just to see. I think the chip on top actually balanced the weight quite well than the original design, but what I can do is I can erase a little bit and just see if we can redo partially, make that maybe a little smaller than this. I'll make the seal look a little older. So we use a 0 gram, just erase a little bit. So it will look like it's been used for 20 years or something like that. Okay, let's see. This is to adjust it. Basically, the cloud is a pictograph, so it has not looked like a cloud. Originally, the client requested to do the decoration with clouds, and with pine and mountain. So I said, why don't we just do the clouds as a character, and do it with like a pictograph, and avoid the pine, because we already have pine in the name seal, so it's not necessary to have 2 pines on this. Okay, see, this is the second one. You can see that shape of the clouds now a little smaller, but this character need to be restated because the stroke gets narrow. We can erase some more if you like, but I think it's better now than this one. So we can use just do this. I think first to suggest to use the Swiss Fires 2 set, but I think the sandpaper just do the same. So you can sand a particular area, because it's like a relief, you don't have to sand the whole thing, because the padding is soft, it will pick up. So you can sand it like this. yeah, it's like polished. Also, with that very fine, like maybe 00. I'm not sure. This could be 3. The finest number 33. It's very fine. Oh, that's a nice pattern. I like that. You know, it's like natural clouds. So that's the original design, but this corner just chipped. We still have the corner, which is good to keep the format. So the contrast between white and the red is like Tai Chi. Tai Chi, yin and yang. This is yang and yin balanced well, and this big area of red contrast with the white on the corner, which is balanced in this one. So it's you cannot thank more for the for the divine touch. Okay, I'm going to make this line a little straighten, not lean to the left. Use a smaller. And just a little bit. We should have the vertical one thicker because the shape of the stone requires narrow horizontal and the vertical stroke thicker, which to set the stability of the design. Let's see. We want to make that corner a little squarish. It's hard to say, but it's between square and the round. You find the right angle or balance. Okay. This part, yeah, the shoulder. So not all the strokes are equal. The vertical ones are thicker than horizontal ones. But this horizontal one serves to kind of, how do you call it? Fine tuning could take as long as hours to do. It will never end, actually. If you do it on the pixel level, there's endless possibilities to tune the seal. This is called a stirrer. You can get it from our website as a accessory if you don't have it. If you buy the whole set of the ink paste, it comes with that gift box one. Oops, I moved. So let me get a clean copy on this cardstock. Sorry. I'll just use a mirror as a hard surface. You can do it on the table directly without this pad. So you don't need that mirror. And you put a magazine of this thin book underneath it. Then the surface to stamp on. That's a nice one. Well, I wish first approve this. Otherwise, we have to keep erasing and then modifying. So you don't have to erase the whole thing unless you really want a clean copy without any this kind of divine touch. I think I like the wabi-sabi feel of it, you know. Let me just make this a little more natural on this corner here. So it doesn't look like I made it. It should be a little rounded. Okay. And the rooftop should be a little stand out. So the dense and sparse contrast. And we got some sparse part down the bottom also. The thin and the thick contrast. That makes the melody or good rhythm. Okay, let me sign it, and then we'll make official imprint. I'll just sign on this part. It's like a very natural skin. I hate to do too much to destroy that kind of feel, so just a short signature. That's my name, Xiaohui, in Chinese. Okay, ready to make a official imprint. This is another seal I did on the same kind of stone. It's getting very popular with my recent projects, but we don't have it in stock right now. We may have a little more from my brother's collection, but won't be here in the first half of the year. You can use other stones like changhua. It's also irregular, natural shaped stone, but very inexpensive, which is also good. The oval shaped ones also, we also have rectangular shaped stones, you can use the Qingtian green field. This is yellow field. So signature to the right, to the left. Okay, maybe a little bit. Nice. Cloud, mountain, peaceful, restful, or calm. Okay, let me make a few more imprints. Then I'll take some pictures to show my Facebook friends and Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I will always post the results in still picture. Also, my paintings, as you see in this channel. And some paintings are available for sale at our online gallery at Blue Heron Arts. Each print could be a little variation from each other. It's a very powerful result, I think. I think the first one is the best still. Yeah, I made this corner a little rounded, so that's the final version. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you like to have your own personalized name seal or mood seal, please go to the link in the video description. I'll post it at the end of this video as well. And subscribe to my channel so you get notice when I'm going online next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.